name's Johara. Welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So I'm going to do the Beauty and the Beast book tag. So I saw this from the Beach Bum Bookworm. So if you haven't subscribed to her already, do so because she's great. And I've been meaning to do this video since I saw her video because I absolutely love Beauty and the Beast, and it's definitely probably my favorite fairy tale. And Belle's definitely one of my favorite princesses. And yeah, so when I saw this, I was like, ooh, interesting. I'll have to do it eventually. And I decided to do it today. It's a quick and fun video. So yeah. Let's get into my phone. Okay. So there are only 7 questions. So yeah, it'll be quick and easy and fun to do. Number 1 is Tale as Old as Time. A popular theme, trope, or setting you will never get tired of reading. Chosen one trope. That might be an under that might be I don't know, not a popular choice, but I love the chosen one trope, and I just enjoy it, so I'll never get tired of reading it. Number 2, Belle. A book you bought for its beautiful cover that's as beautiful on the inside. So I've never really bought a book because of its cover. Because I'm one of the few people that actually don't judge a book by its cover, probably. And honestly, until BookTube, I hardly pay attention to the covers of books I did own. And until BookTube, I actually didn't realize I had some really pretty covers. I still don't care much about the cover though. When I'm looking for a book, all I care about is what the synopsis says. If it sounds like something I would like, that's all I care about. The only series that I was a little more influenced by the cover, I still didn't buy it because of the cover, but that would be Seekers, because I still remember the day I discovered Seekers, even though that was forever ago. I was in 4th grade, and I was at the school library with 2 of my friends, and one of them came up to me showing me this book, because even back then I was obsessed with bears, and she knew it, and when she saw it, she was like, oh my gosh, I have to show this to Johara. So she did, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so interesting. So I immediately read the back to see if it sounded as interesting as it looked, and the back sounded really cool, so I had to rent it, and I fell in love, and the rest is history, because now this is my life. Seekers is my favorite thing I own, probably. Well, one of them, because I have several things, but yeah. Because if you're not new on this channel, then you know my obsession with Seekers. So yeah. Number 3 is Gaston, a book everyone loves that you didn't. Hunger Games. I know a lot of people love that, and I'm not a big fan of dystopian. Anyways, I've only read 2 dystopians. That's Hunger Games and Divergent. Not the biggest fan of dystopian. And I did like Divergent more than Hunger Games, but that was mostly because, I'm sure it's because Divergent didn't have a love triangle, and love triangles is the bane of my existence. So, a little harsh, I know, but I have a lot of issues with love triangles. So, I think I've mentioned this to a couple friends, and the only love triangle that I didn't completely hate was the one from Legend of Korra, because it's the only love triangle I saw where the 2 people were not competing for the affection of the others, and they were even friends. And I love it because instead of neither one of them ended up with the guy, the girls ended up with each other, and that made it so much better as well, because they're such a cute couple. But yeah. But Hunger Games, I wouldn't say I hated it, because don't get me wrong, Katniss is a good hero, and I do like Peeta, he's so sweet, and I do like them as a couple, you know. And there were even a few scenes that was kind of cool. Like I liked when Katniss yelled to the camera at President Snow about the hospital burning behind her. That was an empowering scene, but I don't know, it's just not my favorite thing. So number 4, LeFou. A loyal sidekick you can't help but love more than their counterpart. I went with Ron. I love Ron, and I hate to think of him as a sidekick, but Harry's the hero. Ron and Hermione are the sidekicks. But I absolutely love Ron. Don't get me wrong, I love Harry too, but he's not my favorite. Ron is my favorite male character on that by a long shot, and I just absolutely love Ron, and he means everything to me, and he deserves more love. So yeah. Number 5, Mrs. Potts, Chip and Cogsworth, a book that helps you through a difficult time or taught you something valuable. I'm going with Seekers again. Sorry. I forgot. I brought out the Harry Potter book to hold up when I mentioned Ron, but I forgot to. So here. But yeah, Seekers, of course, because I know that when I was 17, I was kind of going through something, and not many things was able to help me except for rereading this series, because when I'm reading this series, I'm fully in this world. I'm a bear along this journey of self-discovery and trying to find where I belong, just like the characters, and the friendship is so beautiful, and so is the writing, and how I just want to be a part of their little friend group, how they're willing to die for each other and do anything to protect one another and be there for each other. And it's just such an amazing thing, and I guess, and so whenever I am sad or something, this series can always bring me back. It takes me out of reality. Well, every book I love does that, but this one does it to new levels, and it helps me in my darkest times, and I will forever be grateful for the series because of that. Something there. Book or series you weren't into at first but picked up at the end. Ever After High, which I'm also reading for the Monster High Readathon, like I am for Secrets and Harry Potter. They were all here, and so it made it easy for this video. But the first book was so boring; it was hard to get through. And usually I don't try to force myself if I am not into something, but I really wanted to read the third book, which is this one, because it's about the Wonderland characters, who are my favorite characters. Lizzie, Maddie, and Kitty, the Wonderland characters, are my favorites, and how all these Wonderland crazy things are happening in Ever After because of the Jabberwocky has been released. And no, only the Wonderlandians can stop something like Jabberwocky, and only they can really get through all this mad Wonderland things that's happening in Ever After. So I was forcing myself to get through it. First one was so boring. I lost the bookmark in the book. Second one was slightly better, but still I wasn't a fan. But that one was important to read for this one, because that's the one where the Jabberwocky gets released, and they fight him in this one. The Wonderlandians, and Cedar does. Why Cedar joined them is a long story. But and the fourth one was just not that great either. Better than the first one, not as good. Maybe it was a little better than the second one. I don't know. They were just like, it was kind of a prequel before the first book. This first book was as summer was ending and then heading to school. The fourth book was during summer, and it was showing every chapter was a different tale of the characters of what they did during summer. And even the characters that I loved, I wasn't too into their little tale. So yeah, it wasn't that fun. But this one, I am glad I forced myself to read them, because I will never read the other ones again. But this one I fell in love with. I rated it 5 stars, and as you can tell, I'm rereading it, and I did tab it quite a bit, as you can see. So I was a big fan of this one, and I'm so glad that I got through the others to give this one a chance, because this one was amazing. Number 7, Be Our Guest, a fictional character you would love to have over for dinner. So I have kind of a few, because I can't choose this one. I'm sorry, I can't. They're all so good. But I chose Khalik from Seekers, because I couldn't help myself. let's just pretend she's not a bear. This one is Cleek, and that she was a person. I'm choosing some of the nicest characters and some of my favorite characters. So Brink from Bewitched Nas because he's such a sweetheart. Victoria from Effigy Trilogy because she's such a sweetheart. Nick from Skin Jacket Trilogy because he's such a sweetheart. They're all sweethearts. That's why I chose them. Leafpool from Warriors because she's such a sweetheart. It's pretty much the same thing for everything. Ron and Jenny from Harry Potter just because I love them. And Draculaura from Monster High because I love her and she's such a sweetheart. She has the biggest heart of any monster. That is why Valentine wanted her so bad, and why do ghouls fall in love? He wanted her heart for his collection because she's the sweetest of them all. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this tag. Who should I tag? I don't know if the people I'm gonna tag actually like Beauty and the Beast, but I'm just gonna say they do. And if you don't have to do this video if I tag you, and even if I don't tag you, you're all welcome to do this. So I tag the Robin at the book wormhole, Claire at okay, I have no idea how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, and I don't want to screw it up. But you know who you are. She's my co-host on the Monster High Readathon. And then Dark Roots Creation. I'm not sure if she's done it yet. I know the other two haven't, but I'm not sure if she's done it yet. And then Jessica Edley Lovestead Reads. So those are the people I tag. I hope you guys do this video, and everyone else who wants to do this video, I tag you. Thank you again, Beach Bum Bookworm, for doing this video, and I had fun. And I will please like and subscribe and comment your answers or do this video, and I'd love to watch your video if you do it, and I will talk to you guys later.